And welcome to this YouTube event of pedals with me, your host, Gabor.
Out on day release. Hey, I'm Alex. Welcome along to the video. We're going to check out this little Zoom magic box.
Yeah.
First up, please hit like and subscribe on the channel and the video. Give us a thumbs up, ding that bell, and leave a comment.
Please do.
And
this
below the video.
This was sent to us by the lovely people at Zoom Australia. So this is, I guess, what you would call a sponsored video because it was sent to us by Zoom. Yeah. So whatever you want to think about that, think about that. So the MultiStomp MS-50G Plus.
Correct.
It's got a plus on it now. So the what's the word? Not the predecessor. What's the opposite way?
Evolution of the
next version, the next comer.
Sure.
Next comer.
Let's roll with that.
The after guy of the MS-50 MultiStomp, which was quite popular. Basically, tons of effects. You can use one effect at a time. You can use multiple effects at a time. I think up to 6. New for this is A, it's in a different color, and B, you have these scrolly rollies, which you used to technical terms. So you can go left and right and up and down, as well as the switch in the middle. And you've got mono in, stereo out. There's also an app that you can use with it, which we may do later on in the video. I might do a separate thing, or you timestamps for all the stuff. So what I thought for today, Alex.
G'day.
Hi. What I thought for today is we'll run through the menu and all that sort of stuff quickly. Do a couple of preset sounds, and then maybe we each build a sound that we want to build on this for ourselves.
All right.
Maybe.
I guess first up, just so you know what you're listening to, we're going in stereo. You can see 2 cables at the side of it. I'm just going to use exactly the same pair of amp sims in the UAD platform. It's in there. Clean plexi thing.
Yes. And clean, without the MultiStomp MS-50G Plus, Alex, can you give us an example of what it sounds like with this rather lovely guitar with some rather lovely pickups that you might be able to tell us about as well as you're strumming those lovely chords?
English is not your first language, is it?
No, it's not.
This is an old Yamaha 79, I believe, SG500, and we've got some...
Video.
Sorry?
There's a video for it.
Oh, yes. Mr. Glyn's underwound paths in it, so that's what they are.
So let's just do a couple of presets and then go into the menu. Okay. Now, one thing I just want to add to this is we basically can't see anything that's going on the screen because otherwise it's too bright. It blows up the camera, so we have a thing over it, but we can barely see anything on here at the moment. So bear with us when we can't read. We're not just blind people with glasses. I mean, with that anyway. But okay, so let's turn it on. So this is the Krampus drive, I believe, if I can read it correctly, which is just the first preset. Now, if you're just using it like this, these controls here turn into, you know, mids, bass, treble, gain, that sort of stuff, right? That's what these controls are. So they're basically quick access controls to your drives and stuff. And that's the dog. Now, with these 2 top buttons, which again, I don't know if you can really see it in the camera, but it says memory up and memory down. With this, you basically scroll to the next preset, right? So preset 2, preset 3.
Should we just give like 10 seconds on each one?
Let's do a few, right? Yeah, okay. So this is the next one called New York Fuzz. Yeah, there's tons of presets in there. New York Fuzz. So when it's that blue light, I can actually read it now. So basically with those two buttons, you just scroll through the different presets, right? So this is a polyphonic octaver. Polyphonic, Alex.
Sure.
So you can play chords with it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Like this.
Now, and that turns it on and off, right?
Correct.
So that's the two top buttons.
Yep.
Now the two bottom buttons, what they do is they scroll to, if you have multiple effects. So at the moment, if I do this, it just says there's a 1 there, right? Which only means you have one effect currently. Now, if I keep going for a bit, I don't know, is it, oh, not the acoustics, maybe overdrive delay. So this now has two effects. So it's got an overdrive and a delay. I guess it's all in the name, isn't it? So this is what it would sound like. So now, by pressing that, you scroll between the two effects, right? So you can go between the delay and the drive. You can go to here, and you can just turn the delay off, but the drive is still on. Yeah. No, or you can go and turn the delay on, and turn the drive off. And you can have, I think, up to 6 effects, right? So that's the bottom. Top scrolls through different presets. Bottom scrolls through the different sounds within each preset, and you can turn them on and off. Kind of like with all the other Zoom stuff. It's sort of similar in that respect. So let's go through a couple more. So this is Tremolo Spring Reverb.
Tube wave.
Must be like a tube tremolo.
Oh.
Yeah, and you've got a rate and all that sort of stuff, and you push that to close it. Yeah, you've got a whole bunch of that. Let's go to one with even more. What about Cosmic Sands? Right, it was the au revoir. Just turn it off.
Wow.
So there you've got 4 effects. Anyway, you've got tons of presets. I mean, there's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of presets. So basically, 2 top buttons, presets, 2 bottom buttons, you scroll between the different effects. Now, these are also push buttons, right? And I don't know if you can read it here, but they have secondary functions. So let's quickly look at, for example, the menu, right? So here it says menu. You push that button, you go into the menu. Now in the menu, you can do things like you can change the effects order. If you scroll through it, with left and right. You can rename patches, you can revert, so you can... so this has got, and it's later on in the menu as well, it's got auto-save feature on, so it saves it. If you do any changes, it automatically saves it. You can turn it off, but if you have auto-save on, you can revert to what it was in the previous state. With this, you can copy a patch, you can create a whole new patch, which we'll do shortly. You can erase a patch, you can change the overall output volume if you want more. So you can, if it's not loud enough for you, you can raise it. It's set to 100 at the moment. I think 100 kind of sounds all right. And it shows you here. So if you go into it, the button on the right, you go into something, and then it says, again, I don't know if you can read it or not, but left here it says exit, right? You can scroll through it. You can turn autosave on and off. You can do pre-select, where you can scroll between 2 different presets, but you don't actually instantly, as you push these buttons, go to the different preset. You select the preset, and then you got to push that button to actually enter that preset. You have library sounds. Okay, library sounds is actually a thing that annoyed me with some of the other things. Now, with some of the other Zoom pedals, right? If you, let's say, you have a preset with a drive, a chorus, and a delay, and you want to change the chorus, you go into the chorus and you change the effects, but all you hear is a chorus. It turns, for example, if you have an amp sim on, it turns the amp sim off or turns the drives off. With this, you can actually have it so as you go into the library, it still gives you all the sounds. So you're just changing. It gives you all the other sounds. So that's a new thing, I guess, compared to some of the other stuff, which I like the idea of that. You also have battery types. Apparently, if you use different batteries, by selecting what kind of battery you use, it will be more accurate with telling you the lifespan of your batteries.
Right. That's pretty clever.
That's a thing. Backlight is how bright the light is. And then you have the contrast as well. We have it at the lowest contrast and the highest contrast, lowest backlight at the moment. So we can't see much. Hopefully you can see something on the screen. I can see that there's something on there. Whether you can actually read it or not is a different question. You can go to eco mode, which it kind of goes into after a while of not using it, the screen dims and it sort of saves battery basically. You can do a factory reset. You can see what version firmware you have. And there's a help too. So firmware, you can update firmware. There's a USB-C port in the back. Okay. You can connect it to the computer. We'll actually connect it to an iPad later on with an app, and it checks firmware and all that sort of stuff. So that's the menu, right? And then you exit the menu by pushing the exit button. Should we now, because the other controls kind of work with that, should we set up a patch for you?
Sounds good.
So let's go menu, and let's go to new patch. Enter. Let's go user 1. Yes, empty enter. And let's execute. Complete. Yes. Okay. So we're now at preset 86, which is an empty preset. So at the moment, there mustn't be anything there. There isn't anything there. So it says select effect. So what we can now do is, it says it there, push library. So this button is a library button which takes you into where all the effects are, right? And now with your rolliness, you can scroll between, so left and right are the different effects types. So you've got drives, you've got amp style drives, but not amp sims. You've got modulation, like choruses, you've got delays, you've got reverbs, and you've got a looper kind of thing. So left and right, you select the effects type. Up and down, you select the effect within the effects type. So what would you like? What's the first thing you would like?
Let's start with some drive.
Drive?
We,
but do you want an
guitar,
amp drive, or do you want a drive pedal? Like an amp style drive?
Let's try one.
Amp style drive? Okay. So, well, there's one, for example.
Okay. That second one is pretty cool.
Second one?
Yeah.
Oh, if you want to tune, there's a tune on here too. You can you push the button and hold the button there, and then it goes to a tune.
That's a handy feature.
Yeah.
Because, you know, tune because we care.
So the second one is a... Oh, God, I can't read it. Hang on, I'm going to take that off for a second. Oh, basement style drive. Okay. We've got like a little screen thing over it, so the camera likes it, but the camera doesn't like that at all. So yeah, let's go for that. Okay, basement drive.
Was that the second one?
I don't know. I guess so. Oh, no, this is the second drive, maybe. It's like a Marshall 800 style drive.
Yeah, let's go with that.
You want to go for that?
Right on.
And then do you want more gain, or do you want more volume, or do you want more...
Let's go a bit more gain. For funsies.
Is this gain? I think this is gain. That's a low and high input.
Ah, yeah.
So we're on a high input, and there's the gain. And then, yeah. Okay, well, is that more gain? Happy with that?
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So let's just say we're happy with that.
Right on.
So let's click library again. So this is, at the moment, we just have that one effect. But what happens if you wanted to, would you like maybe more effects? Not what happens, but would you like maybe more effects?
Yes.
So what's another effect you would like?
I think some width, like maybe some imaging, like chorusing or, or stereoness.
So what we can do is this button here, it says add. Again, I don't know if you can read it, but it says add here. You push this. And now what we can do is we can add an effect to it, right? So add an effect, do you want it, and then you can either say you want it in front or after, but let's just go
After.
After. Okay. So now we have a second effect. Now it goes to this effects library again. So you want a chorus. Okay, so let's scroll to chorus 1. Okay. But now it currently has the library thing turned off. So what we can do is we can go into the library sounds, and you can either have single effect sound or you can have patch memory sound. So I'm going to guess patch memory sound is this. So if we do this now, so now you can select the effect, but you hear the other effects.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a tri-chorus.
One back was pretty
One back?
fast, yeah.
Stereo chorus.
Is there a wet dry? It's a bit hard to see, isn't it?
It is very hard to see. Well, you can go into here, mix it down more.
Yeah, maybe like that.
That sort of thing?
Yeah.
Cool. You happy with that?
Oh, it's
Would you like something else? So now you can scroll between the two effects. You've got your drive and you've got your chorus there. Would you like another effect?
I'm going to go echo or delay of some sort.
Okay, so I guess that's after again. So now we want an echo of some sort. Analog delay.
Can we go like a ping pong? Because we're in stereo, may as well just be totally indulgent, self-indulgent.
Ping pong.
Holy moly!
Well, now we can go. Okay, hang on, let's go into just. Okay.
It's a fun noise.
So how because so you can select a short time, a long time.
A good time?
Well, good time. Yeah. Do you want shorter or longer?
Longer.
Longer. So long is pretty long, I guess. Oh, not that long.
It's pretty cool.
That.
Let's try it.
Is that all right?
It's epic.
Okay, well there you go.
Maybe a few less repeats.
Few less repeats. We're on 33.
Let's go 26.
24. You happy with that?
Oh yeah.
Should we add one more effect?
Sure.
What would you like?
Can you go a second delay?
A second delay?
Yeah.
You are a wild child, Alex.
You're welcome.
Okay, second delay. Let's see what other delays we
I want
have.
a slap.
Okay, there is actually a slap reverb.
Oh, slap.
Slapback delay. Not reverb delay, sorry. But what we can now do, hang on, what we can now do is, because we don't want both delays on, we turn a ping pong off.
Yeah.
Oh, you want both on? Okay.
Yeah.
So slap and ping pong. But wouldn't you like the slapback in front of the ping pong?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's quickly do that. Move effect. So now what we can do is we can move the slapback. We can move it out to here and press enter. And now it's in front of the, so you've got the ping pong after.
Maybe a little less mix for the slap, I think.
A little less mix for the
A
slab.
little less conversation there.
Oh, there's the mix. It's so hard to read in here.
Eat your heart out.
Anything else you want?
Leather pants.
I'll take that as a no. So now let's say you want to name it, right? So we're going into here, patch name, and then you can, it shows you here. So that basically with this, you go back, with this you can go back. So instead of calling it user, let's call it
leather pants.
Let's call it Alex.
L pants.
Let's call it Alex. Done. So this is now the Alex preset.
Yeah.
Well done.
So here again.
Let's yeah, go. Let's do now. Yeah, I'll try it with this. So this is my JMascis Squier Jazzmaster with a Tuffset bridge, which is rather cool, and you can watch a video on me installing a Tuffset bridge here.
Yeah.
And the Madlove Travis Bean style pickup for a Jazzmaster, and I'm gonna link to that. Give it a little bit of time. Alex, how's it going today? You doing well?
What?
I'm going to link to the video now, just to give it a bit of space between the two videos. Linkage up there, but I'll link to it in the description below as well. Oh. So the same sound sounds such. Oh, and this is in C standard tuning. Let's make a low tuning style preset.
Okay.
Should we? Okay, so we got to go to new effect. Hang on, it's new new patch.
Yep, and you press
enter.
Enter.
And enter again.
Select.
And enter again.
Execute.
Yes.
Very cool.
There you go. 87. That's me. So I would like. I want something sort of atmospheric.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm thinking, I want to start off with, I mean, this is the sound now. It's just to bypass clean sound. I would like something maybe, yeah, maybe some drive.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
If you got atmospheric, maybe compressor.
Okay, start with the compressor.
Front end.
Okay. Sure, compressors are these. So now, yeah, well, now you exited it, now you got to press it again, now we're going to new effect, so let's add a new effect.
Yep,
so maybe let's add a little bit of drive now. Let's add, but instead of an amp drive, maybe let's add a drive. Yeah.
That suits your guitar.
Angry sounding. Okay, cool. Let's go with that. Maybe a bit more gain. that's good. I like that.
Also got a dry mix there.
Oh. It's kind of cool. You've got definition, but you've got that in the background,
especially with the low tune stuff.
Okay, well let's go with that. Let's go with that, and then let's add another effect. I want reverb, like big, massive, super duper reverb. Reverb, I think, is right at the end.
Reverb.
The big, massive. Further up, there was another one that sounded good. That's interesting. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Let's see what controls do you get. It's like a really short delay. It's just, yeah, early reflections. Really, it's kind of cool. Let's go the other way where it's more like longer. Can you make it a bit toned, a bit darker maybe? Cool. But now, it's single coil pickups. Now let's add, what we need is a delay, I reckon. Let's add a delay. Like a big delay. Actually, what's below there? Just delay. Oh, just delay. Ooh, tape echo 3. I like the first two parts. So. No, I need more. Modulated delay, and I reckon,
is it?
I think on top of that, now after this, just why not? Let's add more stuff. I think we need another reverb, but now we need a less effecty reverb. Now we need just
less effecty.
Yeah, like less that effect, like more just a reverb. Hall, bright hall, air, early reflections. Oh, that's it. Okay, well then go hall. Right, let's go hall. But let's make it trails on, of course they're on. We don't need a big pre-delay. Decay, let's make the decay big. 38. Yes. That is what I need.
Wow.
That is me. Or should I try and... No. One more thing. We need to add one last thing. Because we have space, don't we? We can add more effects.
Because you can.
Yeah. Just because I can, I will. I want a flanger.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Not a phaser. Okay. Vintage flanger, sure, let's go for that. But I mean, this is now right at the end after all the effects. Yeah. This is a little weird. I can move it first. Oh, maximum effects. Okay, yeah. No, this is like a it's you got to actually hold it in for it to work. That's better. Now we've got all 6 effects.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Better than what?
Than what it was before when it didn't have a flanger.
Sound the same.
No, much more flangery.
Sound just as noisy.
But good noisy. And then we can go to here, patch name. It's called Ga.
For noise.
For Gabor.
Hey, yeah. Good stuff. What do you reckon?
It's pretty cool. Oh, and then lastly, very quickly, you can also plug in. I've got an iPad here. You can plug this in via a USB cable. So if you have this is a iPad with a USB-C connection, but if you have a phone or iPad with just a Lightning connection, you need the cable. It doesn't provide the cable. But also, actually, it is it is USB powered as well. So you can plug that in at home to your with a USB charger, and it'll work.
Sure.
But now what you can do is, and let's do it. Let's do this here like that. Let's put this here. So here's the MS-50G app. The only kind of funny thing is you've got to pay for it. Oh. It costs like $2 or something like that to buy it, which is kind of weird. But anyway,
yeah.
So you can click on that. You can see our lights. Okay, so it is now connected to it. And there's a light. Okay, so you can basically go through all the different presets. It shows you the used memory. You've got effects. You've got the different patches. You've got Alex and Ga are here as well. You can switch effects as you're doing it. You can give yours is less noisy than mine. You can give effect descriptions as well. You can download stuff. You can download patches from online as well. It gives you all the effects. You can go to the effects editor where it shows you sort of a layout of where things are. You can move things around here as well. You've got the buttons up the top to move things around. You can also go into your tuner if you wanted to tune, which also if the tuner, I'd turn it off. But here, if you just hold that in, it goes to tuner and mutes it. But yeah, basically you have all that on here. It's an app. It makes it kind of easier to see what you're doing. It's kind of a bit more of a visual kind of way of going through all the stuff. And you've got to pay for it. It's about, I think, $1.99, which is kind of a bit odd, I find, that you have to pay for an app to run your own pedal. But I don't know. That's just, I guess, the way it is. Yeah, so that's that. I mean, that's basically the sort of a quick look at the Zoom MS-50G Plus. The MultiStomp stuff, generally, I'm a fan of Zoom. I like Zoom stuff. I think the MultiStomp stuff used to be really, really good. There's a whole bunch of new ones now. Hopefully we'll get to try out some of the other new ones as well. There's a drive one. I think there's one that's just delays. This has got everything in it. But then I think the drive ones has more drives. The delay and reverb one has more delays and reverbs. There's an IR one as well. There's a bass one. There's a few different ones. So hopefully we get to check out a few more of those.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Leave us a little comment. Thanks for hanging in. There's also links below to socials and podcasts. Check them out if you've got a second.
Please do.
And thanks for hanging on the internet. We'll see you all soon.
See you in the next one. Bye.
Ciao.